What up? What up? What up? What y'all up to today? Man, it is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Why ain't y'all tell me last week I forgot to plug the mic up? The audio you heard on the last episode was just from my iPhone microphone, which is actually pretty good, but I wish y'all knew that I didn't. I wish I knew I didn't have this mic plugged in. But anyway, what are y'all doing? What are y'all up to? I'm just browsing the internet. Let's see what they got on YouTube. Damn. Let me see. Damn, so um I was browsing the web, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with Foolio, very kind of famous Jacksonville rapper. They had a crazy war over there with him and Young and Ace and yada yada yada. You know, me, I try not to get, go down those rabbit holes because I mean, all these guys are kids, man. But it seems like YouTube and guys like Trap Lore Ross and academics and everything, they have so much input on all these street beefs that you could definitely go down these rabbit holes. So it's just crazy. So basically, let me give you a quick. I think I gave you a run on. Yeah, that you have Foolio, and you have Young and Ace. They hate each other's guts, and they're both leaders of whatever gang they're from, and they they were in a years long beef that went on since they were like teenagers, pretty much. And it all came to a head when Foolio, he was the leader of the other gang that was beefing with Young and Ace. He ended up getting killed, and it was a very widely publicized trial, all that stuff. Um, most of the guys that got booked were definitely gangsters. One definitely wasn't a gangster, but he was trying to fit in. You know how that goes. And so it was just a lot of drama, and I don't know, I never really cared to cover it, but this is popping up on my feed, y'all. So I'm trying to cover everything. And here you go. Speaking of Trap Lore Ross, it seems like he's the first one to show it. Here we go. Let's see. I won't play too much. I don't know if he strikes pages or whatnot.
So it's apparently been a very bad day for Foolios. Run that deep, a special hit.
Hold on.
Paying for a hit in soup is crazy. They're saying you can't get stabbed in the reception center. Says if you leave the area in the day room and the benches by yourself, if you ain't that dude, you committing suicide. It's like 200 yards for the Sally Port.
Hold on, let's go back.
So it's apparently been a very bad day for Foolio's killers. They're saying that the guys that actually, not even allegedly at this point, the guys that got convicted of killing Foolio, the rumor going around, and it is just a rumor, but a lot of people are claiming it, that they got stabbed in prison. They're in critical condition, and it's really, really bad. So I'm going to break everything down to you in this video. But before I get to that, if you don't know all of the backstory about Jacksonville's deadly gang war, I've just done an update video that's basically a sequel to my original video, all about kind of what was going on in Jacksonville, in the streets of Jacksonville, Foolio, Young and Ace's bitter gang war, how that all ended up going, the people that made it out alive, the people that didn't. And there was like 33 murders that I covered in this new video, where basically I said that the Jacksonville's gang war just spiraled out of control for years, following Who I Smoke and When I See You. It was just crazy. So this video covers everything. I also did a kind of short video that broke down Sean Gaffright's situation, who is kind of like the grade A student that really a lot of people were surprised that he was involved in the murder of Foolio. But basically, yeah, this is the full-blown 4-hour masterpiece where I break down absolutely everything that you could have ever possibly wanted to know about the Jacksonville gang war. And I'm really glad that everybody's supporting this video. And it's been a really good response on this. I'm really thankful that, I had the time and the support from my team to kind of get back to the good
He got
Good
a
old
whole
days
team.
of doing 3-4 hour videos. You know, this really was a labor of love, this video, and it really felt like a good return to form. So really enjoyed making this. And I wanted to bring attention to some of the comments on this because some of them are really meaningful. Now, I just wanted to let you know about this.
Hurry up,
This is
hurry
kind
up,
of
hurry
one of
up.
the top comments on there.
This is why I can't watch these videos. This guy rambles and rambles. Is that what I do, y'all? Hey, they got millions of subscribers, so
I like to get high, but not built for prison or jail. Swear, you know, nobody deserves to be murdered. It's only your time when God says it's your time. So now, to move on from this horrible situation, the rumor going around is that the guys that killed Foolio have been stabbed. Okay, so this is Sean Gathright. Iron Rap has posted this saying Sean got stabbed, saying pull through. Knife blood emojis. LOL. Long live Six. Six obviously being Foolio's nickname. So this is kind of going around everywhere now. People saying Foolio literally dissed him when he was alive and called him a goofy in front of everybody on live. They're talking about Iron Rap. It says that's probably why he's been in reception for so long. If that's actually the case, I had to guess Sean and Gutter getting the shit beat out of them at the reception center. But fuck kind of life is that? If you got to watch his back every day for the rest of his life, it just ain't worth it. The fact that no one can help him must be absolutely brutal for him. It's people saying no, either he checked in, he's snitching, and they checked him in. He's in a mental medical case. They're waiting on a bed at Lake Butler. That's the medical camp where he can be a permanent and get medical. Or he said he's going to do himself first when he gets the chance. My friend Nate did that in the county when they gave him 2 years when he got to.
What is he? He's just. I feel like this guy just goes on Reddit and just tells you whatever he finds on Reddit.
Prison. He was in the box 4 months because he tried to jump off the tier with a sheet around his neck after court. He never succeeded. Good guy, liked to get high, but not built for prison or jail. Swear off drugs, and that have been clean ever since. People saying, ain't nobody up the road riding for Six like that. The boys are good. Jacksonville dudes in prison. Obviously, don't go at each other because Jacksonville's numbers are so small. They got to stick together. People saying justice for Foolio. Welcome to Life plays Life soundtrack. I don't know if I need to read that. Wonder how many soups was the hit. Paying for a hit in soup is crazy. They're saying you can't get stabbed in the reception center. Says if you leave the area in the day room.
They killing people for soup. Come on, man. Or trying to.
The benches by yourself. If you ain't that dude, you committing suicide. It's like 200 yards for the Sally Port, plus that's 2 windows, 2 sets of bars. The guards got to see the action, then they got to call a code and then get through 2 locked doors that won't open at the same time before they can even break it up. It says shit, you can get done anywhere, reception center or regular prison. So it's pretty bad, all right? These guys are living in hell now with this whole situation, and they put themselves in it. It's their own fault, okay? Let me see if, yeah, so it says Sean Gathright and apparently Rashad Murphy, they're saying they were both stabbed and put into critical condition. So this one's going around as well from Treyboy36. They're saying blank got blunt, lol, get up, ghost, don't die, knife emoji, laughing emoji, demon emoji. He's playing Spinning and Benning by Youngboy as the song, and they're saying rest up 6, Foolio's nickname. Another one.
Can they even confirm any of this?
Rest up 6 with a knife and a blood emoji. And the person who posted that's redacted. It says if they both die, that's going to be the ultimate get back. Lol, man, y'all act like this episode of Power or like them boys beefing with the cartel. They're saying this is a regular jailhouse hit, but that ain't normal, man. They're saying one of the dudes' name is Ghost. Damn, that was quick. Boys really getting back for Foolio without a gun. People says they paying people in there to do it. Some people are saying it's cap. All right, where's the evidence? Saying them dudes just got there.
All right, this guy lost me on this one. I mean, get to the point. Did someone get stabbed? Did someone pay to do it? I guess it just happened. So he's just scrambling for information like anyone else. But I need y'all to, subscribe to my page, man. These guys, I mean, listen, what they do is good. Their craft is good, but they just go on Reddit and break everything down and put everything together. And like he's barely gotten to the point, 7 minutes in. But all right, that's enough of that. Let's see what else is on my feed. I don't know. But if y'all follow the case, just go follow the Foolio case, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And more David stuff. I'm done talking about him too. Oh man. What else we got? That's crazy. Let's see what KTLA got. KTLA. Yo, did y'all see this one? This story was crazy. Let me show y'all this story. Share this tab instead. This is why I hate going to KTLA. They always show commercials. So, just another day in LA. Some older guy in his 60s or 70s or whatever got kidnapped and killed, and it happened to be people that know him. So clearly, it was over a business deal. I mean, it was such a crazy story. But let me play the video first on KTLA if I can find it without all the ads. But okay, thank you for the ads. Thank you. Are you gonna play it? There we go.
Fresh,
oh no, they playing 2 ads in a row.
No artificial flavors or colors. That's the Papa John's way. And now you can carry out a large one-topping pizza.
Oh shit, I think it was
only at your local Papa John's.
Oh, so this isn't even the news. This is just the advertisement page. Anyway, so I'll read it then. Murder charges filed against surviving suspects in Chino Hills kidnapping execution. Prosecutors Monday announced that murder charges have been filed against a surviving suspect in last week's deadly kidnapping and deputy-involved shooting in Chino Hills. Investigators said the victim and his alleged attackers were business associates. San Bernardino County Sheriff Shannon Discus on Monday described the crime as a calculated act of violence. Shukur Aiki Bear, 60, had stepped outside his home, 2100 block of Monteverde Drive, around 10:15 p.m. on July 29 to inspect an electrical panel after service was disrupted. That's when 2 suspects, identified as 67-year-old Zhang Feng Bo and 66-year-old Jian Quan Bo, allegedly kidnapped and shot him. I mean, that's not funny. That's just crazy. According to San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, neighbors reportedly heard someone yelling for help and called 911. Authorities said the 2 men attempted to flee police with the injured victim in the trunk of a Nissan Altima. What the fuck? Before stopping near home on... Hold on. First of all, these people must be slow as molasses. If you're going to kill somebody, just kill them. I mean, I'm not condoning violence, but they shot him, tried to put him in a trunk. Either that or the cops are super duper fast out there. They came quick in the midst of all that. Like, how did that even, like, that they either the guys are real slow or the cops are really fast. I mean, dang. They said neighbors heard someone yelling for help and called 911. Okay, authorities said that the 2 men attempted to flee police with the injured victim in the trunk of a Nissan Altima before stopping near home in Windenburg Drive, where more gunfire erupted. Deputies ordered 2 occupants out of the vehicle. The passenger did comply. However, the driver exited the vehicle, approached the trunk of the suspect vehicle. Oh, shit. Did he even open the trunk? He approached the trunk of the suspect vehicle, fired a shot into a victim that was inside the trunk. What the fuck? This is crazy. What the fuck? Sorry, I mean, this is like a bloopers. I mean, they did all that with the cop trying to arrest him. They must have really got ripped off or something. I mean, these guys are flunkies, man. They're not even, I don't know. But anyway, deputies returned fire, killing. So I guess Zhang Feng Bo was the one who shot in the trunk. Mr. Shakur was pronounced dead. Discus clarified that based on information available to responding deputies at the time of the incident, there is nothing to suggest that the kidnapping victim or any other individual was in the trunk of the vehicle. San Bernardino District Attorney Jason Anderson announced on Monday that murder charges have been filed against the surviving suspect, Jian Quan Bo, as well as special circumstances allegation that could make this a capital murder case. One of the things that could be confusing to the public is, how can the passenger who gets out of the car be charged with murder? That's the concept of theory of felony murder, explained Anderson. Because of the kidnapping being inherently dangerous, we allege that Mr. Bowe knew exactly what the plan was when they went to the victim's home. This has had a tremendous impact on the family of the victim. Just a wonderful family who've had the opportunity to meet so far and coordinate a process that no should have to go through. So that's a typo there. The motive for the kidnapping and subsequent fatal shooting remains unknown, although Anderson confirmed the men were connected through business relations. That the Los Angeles Times reported that the two were associates in a commercial real estate firm. Yo, commercial real estate in California is absolutely bonkers. Real estate in California is absolutely bonkers. So they must have had some millions on the line. Somebody must have got, ripped off or something. This is like Pooh Shiesty all over again, except for these guys actually shot the dude. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Let's see the pictures. Dang, look at him. A suspect. Oh, that's the suspect. Oh, and the dude's in the trunk. They got the trunk blurred out. Dang, this is... If you see cops, it's over. Like, he must have really didn't care if he was going to jail or not. He just must have been like, no, I'm getting him no matter what. Look at that nice-ass neighborhood. Yeah, it was definitely some business type shit. It wasn't no random kidnapping. I mean, it's not funny. Oh, damn, that's the guy. Dang. Man. With that said, y'all, be careful who you do business with. I mean, we hear a lot of stories like this. Stuff like this will happen in the financial district or at somebody's house, or it just, when you got millions on the line, people, and then you rip people off, some people just snap. Some people just snap. I mean, that's crazy. And I just think it's crazy that when the cops came, that's when he shot the dude. It's like, why would you do that? Like, you already caught. Like, again, the guy must not have cared. He must not have cared that he was going to jail. Dang. Let's see what else we got on KTLA. When you run out of YouTube stuff and you don't want to cover gang wars, just go to KTLA. I'm sure all major cities have wild news stories. But let's see. KTLA, let's go back. Another business. Another business problems. A former Los Angeles police officer was sentenced to life plus 15 years in state prison for his role in a kidnapping and robbery case in which a small Bitcoin fortune was stolen from a teenager, officials announced. This is strange. Did he kill the person? How do you get life? December, well, he was an LAPD officer. Oh my gosh. I mean, stuff like these type of articles always make people distrust the police. Although the ones in my area, they're very nice. So I got no beef with them. But I mean, man, so December 28th, 2024 incident occurred just after 2:30 a.m. when 38-year-old Eric Hallam and three other men, one of whom is reportedly tied to the Israeli organized crime groups, holy shit, posed as a police officers executing a search warrant at a high-rise Koreatown apartment. Yeah, hold on. This is a lot. I'm too tired for this, y'all. Eric Hallam and three other men, one of whom is reportedly tied to Israeli organized crime groups, pose as police officers executing a search warrant at a high-rise Koreatown apartment rented by the teenager. Oh my God. You know what they say. Criminals, there are people that were too stupid to do it the legal way. Because you're going to pose as a cop. You're going to hit up a mob boss and rob a teenager in a high-rise apartment when they got cameras everywhere. Like, what an idiot. During his March trial, prosecutors, including LA County Deputy District Attorney Jane Brownstone said that the men drove to the apartment in a green Range Rover and an orange Lamborghini Urus, owned by Hallam's luxury car rental company, Drive LA. Damn, I've seen that everywhere. Wow. This guy must not have been making money with his rental company if he did all that for Bitcoin. What a loser. Eddie was an ex-cop. Oh, man. I'm not going to go to bed, y'all. No, I'm kidding. So he goes in a Range Rover and a Lamborghini dressed up as a cop to rob a teenager. What the fuck is that? This one definitely deserves a... Hold up. What does this deserve? Let's go back. Wearing what appeared to be police vests, they took the elevator to the 18th floor. Damn, the little youngin was living large. To the 18th floor and entered the apartment using an access code illegally provided to them by the person who rented out the unit. Whoa. So the person rented out the unit, gave him the code because he probably wanted it. I mean, damn, at least still $1 million. You doing all that for 380? That's a lot, but if you get caught, it's over. Once inside, they used LAPD issued handcuffs to restrain the teen's girlfriend and threatened to shoot him if he did not provide the hard drive containing $350,000 in Bitcoin. The 17-year-old, only identified as Daniel, had reportedly amassed the money, at least in part by scamming. Oh, so he was a scammer too. Oh, that's why he gave it. This is messy. This is messy. So scammers robbed the scammer, but now the main scammer got life. So what's going to happen to the other scammer? He surrendered the hard drive after Hallam, his alleged co-conspirators, threatened to kill him. It took the jury less than a day to deliver a guilty verdict on charges including robbery, kidnapping, and other crimes. Before his sentencing, Hallam and his current attorneys requested a new trial, claiming his former defense attorneys failed to examine key evidence or call witnesses to testify. Joseph Weemortz, his new attorney, argued that Hallam's former defense team had a poor understanding of the state court system and chose not to present the opening statement after the judge refused to allow certain PowerPoint slides to be shown to jurors. LA Superior Court Judge Mildred Escobedo disagreed, saying Hallam's former defense team performed well and that the only dilemma in this case was the extremely overwhelming evidence against Mr. Hallam. Escobedo added that although the victims in the case were criminals themselves, scammers robbing the scammers, that's funny. You don't feel bad for anybody. It was a heinous and egregious for Hallam to masquerade as a police officer and abuse his authority. Hallam was a 13-year LAPD veteran, but had left the force nearly 2 years before this incident. He's also previously faced legal trouble. In 2025, state officials charged him and his brother in alleged luxury car insurance fraud. Oh, man. This is LA in a nutshell. These past two stories I told you is LA in a nutshell. And forget about all the gangbanging violence. That's a whole different world. I feel like this is the city of like dirty money. And think about it, like you got all these restaurants on the most expensive streets of LA, Beverly Hills, Melrose, and they're like antique lamps. You think they're selling antique lamps every month to pay the $15K a month rent? Oh man. Anyway, so state officials charged him and his brother in an alleged luxury car insurance fraud scheme involving a Bentley convertible. When his attorneys asked for leniency at the August 4th sentencing, arguing that he was his family's sole breadwinner, Brownstone countered by noting that Hallam committed the crimes during the holiday season, a time that many people prefer to spend time with their family. This nigga robbing people on Christmas. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You robbing people on Christmas. What are you doing? That's another. Oh, I don't know why. Maybe I'm just too tired, but Dumb people have been stressing me out these days. Do y'all just get stressed out from dumb people? You're robbing people on the holidays with the old police uniform in your scam rental car company. Drive LA. I think I was like, damn, I should rent it. I think I heard of them. Like, I was like, when you first move here, you're like, damn, let's rent a luxury car and drive down Hollywood Boulevard, and look like we're fucking. Obviously, I never did it, but those names came up. I think there's a few luxury car rental companies. So when attorneys asked for leniency at August 4th sentencing, arguing that he was his family's sole breadwinner, Brownstone countered by noting that Hallam committed the crimes during the holiday season, blah, 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 a time when many people wanted to spend time with their families. Hallam will have to nearly serve all of his 15-year term before beginning a life sentence. According to a spokesman for the LA County District Attorney who spoke with the Times, he will be eligible for parole after 7 years. Oh, if he eligible for parole, if he gonna get out. I was gonna say 15 to life when all they did was tie the dude up and take his money and no one got killed. I mean, so he's gonna be eligible for parole in 7 years. He'll probably get out in 10 and he'll be good to go. I mean, I don't know. This is just crazy. So he'll get out, but so the other men are charged with robbery and kidnapping awaiting trial. So yeah. If you want to be a scammer, just get you a fake luxury car rental dealership and, start a crypto scam. But I feel like now crypto is kind of dying down. It's not as popping as it used to be. NFTs completely gone, of course. But people are still, I guess, still getting money off of crypto. But I feel like the wave is kind of finishing. It was at its peak, and that's when a lot of people should have withdrew. But now it just seems like fake money now. I wonder if it's ever going to get back to its glory days when it was really at its highest and made a lot of millionaires. It made a lot of millionaires. Obviously, Bitcoin probably isn't going to go anywhere, but Bitcoin has been taking some big hits too, So, it'll be interesting to see how crypto does in the next few years. But yeah, man, this is LA in a nutshell. 2 business partners killing their dude, putting him in a trunk, and then another one, ex-police officer, tying up a little teenager trying to steal his Bitcoin with his scam rental luxury cars. A Range Rover and a Lamborghini Urus. Can you imagine? I'll never let someone in a Lamborghini rob me. Oh, you're in a Lamborghini and you're trying to rob me? I'm going to rob you. How you in a Lamborghini robbing people? That's crazy. So I say this fool will be out in 10. I'll say this fool will be out in 10. But again, like I said, that's LA in a nutshell. Okay, let's see what else we got. They trying to shoot Trump at the golf course again. Like, do these idiots really think they're going to get away with that? Like, his security is at an all-time high after his last attempts, Like, people just need to chill, man. Let me see. SoCal, I don't want to talk about no minor shit. SoCal man arrested for alleged sex abuse of 9 minors. Dang. Another hiker bitten by a rattlesnake. Jesus Christ. Yo, them rattlesnakes been going crazy this year. They've been going crazy because it's hot as fuck. Oh shit, new report identifies the cause of the Eaton fire. The Eaton fire claimed 19 lives and destroyed or damaged more than 9,000 homes. The Eaton fire was sparked by electrical vent. Duh. They literally had it on video. I guess they just had to confirm it. People were literally filming the power line sparking up and going crazy with the wind. So yeah, they showed the video. Yeah, man, that was sad, man. All that stuff, man. That was sad. That was really sad. All right. That might be it for KTLA. Let's see what we got on YouTube. Let's see what we got on YouTube. Let's see what they got on YouTube. It's over.
The countdown to YG's RICO for the murder of Draco the Ruler starts tomorrow. And here's why it starts tomorrow. Something very important is happening tomorrow that's going to cause a domino effect that I believe will ultimately seal the fate for YG. Let me explain. So tomorrow, Draco's alleged killer, Frankenstone, the man who is being accused of actually taking a knife and stabbing Draco in his neck, he goes back to court. But here's the thing. He's not going to court for Draco the Ruler's death. He's going to court for another body, a body that we have discussed at great lengths in this particular video. This murder took place on camera. He's seen a rival gang member at a party. The rival gang member was minding his business. He antagonized a conflict. And then after antagonizing the conflict, he stabbed and killed the man. He did this all on camera for everybody to see. This is like the most open and shut murder case I've ever seen. Like, come on, dog. Like, you're committing a body on camera for everybody to see. There's no doubt about it. I don't even know.
And people still stabbing. I feel like if you stabbing someone, like, that's a lot, man. I don't even, like, that's just too, like, personal. Like, you just poking them up, like, that would be like my survival instinct. Not if I was beefing with someone. You know, if I'm beefing with someone, you got to get the burner, you know. I mean, not that I'm in any of that. I'm 42 years old. I don't care to get involved with any of that. But how you a gang member run around stabbing people at parties like you're not gonna get caught? Like, that's crazy. I try not to even get involved with LA politics. Honestly, it is just like I said. You got the scammers. You got the, you know, all the crime families, like they mentioned in the other video, the Israeli crime families. You got the Armenian gangs, and then now you got the Bloods and the Crips. And I mean, LA is just wild when it comes to crime and criminals and everything. It's not just like shoot 'em up, bang bang. It's like levels, you know. It's like it's a lot.
Why you be in court trying to fight this, bruh? I don't even know why you playing in them folks' courtroom like this, knowing what you on camera doing. The reason why it's been 2 years and he hasn't even like gone to trial yet is because he's been stalling. It's simple as that, bruh. He's been stalling, trying to see if he could get a plea deal of some sort.
For a lie. When you got that many people around.
I was about to watch the first that guy.
That many people possibly involved, a nigga catch a case way over there and spill the beans or create a lie to get out of it. And I think based on that, there's gonna come a day where YG gonna be cuffed fighting the case because a so-called homie then says something, whether true or not. I got a lot of homies that did 20, 30 years because a homie just straight lied on homie Lil Buttons. 26 years because the motherfucker, you know, lied on him. He ain't have a gun, he ain't have shit. Because a homie, another Paru said he did it. They cuffed him.
That's crazy. So basically, people are talking and they're saying YG had something to do with Draco the Ruler death. I don't know if you guys know, but he was a pretty popular rapper that got stabbed at, I think, the Once Upon a Time festival. And now they're finally cracking down on it. And they're trying to say that YG might be in trouble. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. YG is too rich to be doing that. This is just Draco.
You took a photo with a rapper popping off in LA.
Oh, the Treyway nigga? Yeah.
Treyway 6K. I was actually listening to him last night. He's dope. He was he throwing up some signs that people felt like you should not be in a photo?
That's Draco the Ruler. So he got stabbed because he was beefing with YG.
Okay, let's talk about
so now
the littest topic in the known universe.
Wack predicts YG
the morning
will be charged
of
with
the verses,
murder of Draco the Ruler.
YG's home is searched by California Highway Patrol, who are investigating the Draco murder. And then a couple days later, it comes out that Draco's security guard
It's in the civil suit, bro. That's not in criminal.
Dang. Oh yeah, they lost me. I mean, YG isn't like Drake or anybody, but he's definitely a very popular top level rapper that has multi-million-dollar record label deals. I just find it hard to believe that he's out here stabbing people. I find it hard to believe. You know, I'm sure his homies probably did it or something. I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense how someone is that rich to be the perpetuator of the crime. In my opinion, usually they have other people do it. So, man, I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if I want to, you know, that's not really my lane to be talking about all that like crime business. But I mean, a lot goes on in LA. Let's see what else. Oh, this is the guy who got the In-N-Out shooter.
5 years ago, a gunman opened fire at a mall 2 hours from here in Boise, and Jordan Salinas says that inspired him every single weekend to start training for how to respond to an active shooter. So Saturday, when gunfire was fired here in this In-N-Out, he knew exactly what to do, and investigators say his actions saved lives.
It was like a switch, like, okay, you know, green light.
He said it's real now.
Yeah, like this is real, it's happening.
35-year-old Jordan Salinas tells me he and his girlfriend Emily had just pulled in.
So this guy was literally manifesting being caught in another shooting because someone else did it before. So he prepared every day for this moment. That's kind of creepy, y'all. Is that the world we live in? Let's keep playing, y'all.
Into the parking lot when the shooting began.
As soon as we pulled in, just a sea of people just flooding out of the building.
Yeah, we didn't know what was going on.
As hundreds ran for their lives through that crowded shopping center, Jordan drew his semi-automatic pistol and went toward the danger, seen on video repeatedly firing at the shooter.
The biggest thing was just that he didn't know where I was when those first shots broke at him. I mean, he had no idea.
You had said he didn't like the bullets going both ways.
No, he seemed unusually comfortable aiming that rifle at those cars. And then as soon as some rounds started coming at him, everything changed.
Authorities say an off-duty state trooper also took aim at the suspect, and the pair's heroic actions bought valuable time for people to flee. They say the shooter, identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, died at the scene from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The motive for the shooting is still unclear. 7 people were injured, 3 more were killed.
5 years ago, a gunman opened fire at a mall 2 hours from here in Boise, and Jordan Salinas says that inspired him every single weekend to start training for how to respond to.
That's crazy. Man. I mean, I already did a video about it. You know, that's where we're at these days. Dude is preparing his whole life for this, and he literally manifested it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
$30 count grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A is a cheat code. Cheat code. 98 grams of protein. Damn. 11 grams of fat, 4 grams of carbs. Cheat code. Tracked with my macros for the day, everything. So it is possible.
That's crazy. We lost an LA burger legend.
A burger spot that uses a griddle from the 1920s, is cash only, doesn't have fries, sells chips for 50 cents, and won't let you add a single item to the burger. You can't have it your way. This is not Burger King. Trying Bill's Burgers for lunch. It's a sad week for LA foodies. At the age of 98, known as America's oldest burger man, passed away.
Oh, shit.
Bill Elwell personally flipped your patty. For years, you guys have been telling me to come here. A $9 double cheeseburger. You can't add ketchup, you can't add mustard, and no double toasted bun option. But a burger spot with no fries? One of the oldest burger stands in LA. And for $9 a double burger, you know I'm getting 2. And I'm guessing you need a secret to a long life. No fries, those will kill you. melted cheese, chopped raw onions, pickles, tomatoes on a toasted bun. Today, not giving a lunch score. Try Bill's for yourself, keep his legacy going, and tell me what you think. A burger spot that uses...
That's crazy. What y'all think, chat? You think this is better than Doom School on Instagram? Let's see what they got on Instagram. Let's see what they got on IG. Oh, Lord.
I know that there's so many of you who sub to Blue Pages, but the real question is, would you actually date a girl with a Blue Page, or is that a deal breaker for you?
Okay.
It smells so good. Come smell. It smells so good.
Okay.
Not my ass. I'm talking about the flowers.
This acting is so horrible.
If you wanted to be
Oh, she fired though. No music.
famous in 2026, it only costs about $5,000 a month. You just hire a videographer on LinkedIn and it costs about $1,000 to $2,000 a month. They follow around and document your life just like streamers are doing. Then you go on WHOP.com, WHOP.com, and you upload that footage, start a campaign, put $3,000 into it, and thousands of clippers will join this group chat from being on the discovery page, and then they will clip up your content and put it on fan pages.
Yeah, that's pretty easy if you want to be famous. Maybe I need to do out my videos. Get some clippers, get people to follow me around. Because, you know, a lot of folks be making money off this content creation. I know a guy that's making serious money off YouTube. You know, for real. That's why I'm hopping on board, y'all.
Here's 88 years of advice in 60 seconds. Let me save you a few decades of learning the hard way. Choose your spouse and your business partners carefully. The wrong people can cost you much more than a wrong deal. Protect your health. Money can replace many things, but it can't buy back yesterday's body. Own something, a business, real estate, or equity in a business. A salary can make you comfortable, but ownership can make you free and can make you rich. Guard your reputation like your life depended upon, because it does. It takes a lifetime to build and one foolish decision to destroy. When you fall, get back up. Never let one bad person or one failure or one difficult year defeat you. Be grateful while you're climbing. You meet the same people on the way down as you do on the way up. So do not postpone your happiness until you reach the top. Enjoy your life all the way through. And remember, total freedom is absolute discipline. I'm Peter Thomas, your 1 minute mentor, and there's 88 years of advice in 60 seconds. Use it wisely.
Yeah, I'm saving
Peter
that.
Thomas, your 1 minute mentor. Here's 88 years of advice in 60 seconds. Let me save you a few decades of learning the hard way.
Hell yeah. He dropped some gems. I'm saving that. You know, you got to enjoy it all along the way. I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, until I make $1 million, I'm never going to be happy. But man, just be happy, y'all. Be happy. Health is wealth. But on that note, I'm getting sleepy, man. It's this heat. I be blasting my AC and then going out in the 90-degree heat, coming in, blasting my AC. Making me sleepy, y'all. Please help my channel grow. Help my channel grow. I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right, peace.